A lot of the rich people today, as at today, they cannot spend all the money in their bank on their personal needs. Even if they are reckless in their spending, they will still have a need to leave behind. And the question is, even if you are reckless with your material spending, you should also be concerned about the disastrous effect of the recklessness of your spending to your own body. You can't say you are the richest man in your community, in your village, and you eat 10 times a day. It gets to a point, the food becomes a burden on your body. If you say, oh, you will drink champagne, drink whiskey and everything, before you know it, your liver will pack up. So at a point, you will not be able to expend all the resources you have. Then why are you greedy? Because when you hear that people have stolen billions, you are trying to decipher the mental makeup of what makes a man steal so much in a country where there are less people. In a country where there are less people that have. And most of the monies is to be able to cater to his children that he didn't properly bring up. You will see people steal land, steal all sorts for their children. And you wonder, are you even assured of the future of that child you are stealing for? The number to call us up is 0907 651 1008. Are you even assured of the future of that child you are stealing for? Do you know if that child will live and see tomorrow? Do you know what that child has planned for their own future? But people go ahead, steal for their family members in the name of settlements. There is nothing you acquire with stealing and greed that will not go. Because a lot of people fail to realize that blessing in life is but a gift. And there's a spiritual component to money. Have you ever wondered, even most of the former governors that stole excessively, they can't have money at the level at which they used to have when they were stealing government money. Because they don't have any productive entity. Even if they put that money in businesses to invest, before the business will start bringing yields, it's not going to take a while. The 5 years of Nigeria, one of the reasons Nigerians have not been able to enjoy the dividends of Nigeria is stealing amongst our leaders, infrastructure stealing, all forms of stealing, religious stealing, and greed. Even when Nigeria had a crude oil windfall in the 70s, didn't people steal it? Go and check the newspapers of the 70s. You will see how when they built National Theatre, people stole from that project. When we had the cement amanda, that a lot of people went to import cement that the government couldn't offset the payment, there was a lot of corruption. We have a country that a lot of the billionaires today was because of the largesse of the government. Still in one way or the other. A rentier economy. Knowing one or two people in power that can give allocations for projects and contracts. And taking it from there. And it's so shocking that it's those same people that how they made money was the fact that they've enjoyed the largesse of government are the ones now telling others how to live their lives. So it's been a journey in stealing. Greed. But the question is, you are stealing at the expense of people suffering, and you think you have a society? You will not. Because a rich man amongst many poor people is a poor man. So, because we've also now built a society where we think everything is money, we have subjugated values, moral, and societal ethos. The young one now think the greatest achievements in life is to have money. Not everybody will be rich, but at least people should be able to live comfortably. People should be able to get health care. Let's at least have a social insurance system for healthcare that can benefit poor people. People should be able to have quality water. The wealth of the country should be able to pay for it. It's not when you tax people through their nose. You are taxing people, but we are seeing you enjoy the same wealth of the land that could have worked for the people. And the next thing you're coming to tell the people that there's nothing, there's nothing. And we are seeing you and your cronies get rich. 0907-651-1008. And you increasingly destroy the lives of the people. And you think people will not speak up. So, all of them in the elite class, they can easily enjoy the largesse of government through their services in various areas, law, technology, everything. But at least all I'm just saying is have mercy on the common man. Because see, a lot of people say, Rufai, you're socialist in your thinking. Yes, I'm socialist. I'm also in favor of capitalism. But do we practice a lot of capitalism here? No. It's rentier capitalism we practice here. And why I'm in favor of socialism is that there will be people that will never have amongst us. That's why I give people the chance, express yourself. That's why I bring welfare scheme. Yesterday, our AI training, I saw some people sending me say, Rufai, I wanted to be part of it. Okay, I opened up the AI training again. I said, okay, register. Let's see if you can join the cohort on next. The best I can do is to, okay, give skills. If I had more, I would build more hospitals and the likes. But the truth is, this should not stop the conversation about greed, which is also eating the society. See, the Bible talks about in the book of Luke 12:15. He said, this was Jesus speaking. He said, then he said unto them, watch out, be on guard against all kinds of greed. Life does not consist in the abundance of possession. When you go to the house of people, it is their possession that is their greatest gift. Me, the things I look out for is the heart of people. The Bible says in the book of 1 Timothy 6:10, it says, for the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from faith and pierced themselves with many pangs. Pierced themselves with many pangs. It is because of the love of money people will become killers. And you will kill people and pierce yourself with that pang of killing. You will destroy other people's life because you want to thrive. We'll play some revelations at the other part of the show today. People do all sorts of things because of money. May God not give me money that I will have to kill somebody to get. Look at young boys and young girls. People open their breast and their body parts. People open their breast and their body parts on social media because they want to make money. People do fake it till you make it. I want to make money. Then the question is, okay, after the money, what next? It's a question they can't answer. You see a boy of 15 years old, he wants to drive a Ferrari. So what's the path to growth? They don't always say they want to impact their society. They ask is, I want to drive this. And that's why I'm impacting you with the true word of God. By having this church for you here. Because you see, some of the churches you go to, they will never tell you some of these things. Because they are probably cajoling you to be able to bring the little money you have in your pockets. I'm not saying all of them. Some of them. They are probably cajoling you to bring the little money you have in your pockets. And to reference one man as your God in the name of, oh, I love my pastor. I'm giving you undiluted word here. In fact, don't I even give you people money here? Don't we raise funds for people? Don't we impact life? Have we not raised millions for people to treat cancer here? Don't we give opportunities? Didn't I give free master's degree program here the other day that somebody gave me to give to you? Opportunity. But everywhere you go is money, 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 money. In fact, it's so bad now that in the house of God, the seat you get is based on how much money you can bring. The Bible is saying in the book of Hebrews 13:5, let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as ye have. For ye have said, I will never leave thee, nor forsake thee. But people can't be content again. Go to the churches today. Nobody preaches content. Enlargement. May your coast be enlarged. May your coast. You see, that's why I preach unadulterated word of God for you here. Because you see, we need to go back to the old time religion. We've lost it. Even some of our religious homes are reacting to the poverty of society, giving people false hope rather than teaching them entrepreneurship and teaching them practical reality. No church will ever boldly come out to tell you this morning, like I've told you, that some people will be poor amongst us. Enlarge. Enlarge. I'm not saying you shouldn't enlarge. But for crying out loud, I'm saying be human. You can be blessed with wealth. What is wealth? Wealth is scale. You have an idea and you scale it and it brings you more proceeds. That's wealth. But also wealth can be impact. So what society are we building? The book of Matthew 6, verse 24, talks about the fact that you can't serve two masters. For you will hate one and love the other. You can't serve God and be a slave to money. You remember back in the days, we used to sing, money, money, money everywhere. Money is the root of all evil. These days, we don't even sing songs like that again. Ole loba maje ki shati lowo. So our culture is reacting to the culture of poverty and lack because we've also had leaders over the years that have built a society that is not sustainable. They take all the money, but where are they today? What has happened to their lives? The book of Mark 7:21 to 23 says, for it is from within, out of the person's heart, that evil thoughts come. Sexual immorality, greed, theft, murder, adultery, greed, malice, deceit, lewdness, envy, slander, arrogance, and folly. All these come from inside and defile a person. So it is from the abundance of your hearts, the idea to do all these evil things come. But I'm telling you that with the Spirit of God in you, you can tame that idea today. Because if you don't tame it, it will do you a lot of harm. And that's why I say the people too have to be blamed. And somebody gets position around you. The next thing, everybody's going to ask the person for favors. Do you want to kill the person? And now you will be the one to accuse the person of corruption. Leave him alone. Let him serve. It's always contract. What's in it for me? When you collect the money, what do you want to use it for? To show off. Buy a new car. People need to see us. You use money to buy us out of societal standing. And you think people care. People don't care about you. Just do the best you can for people. I must be at the top. Must you? Live your life. A lot of people are not comfortable in their own skin. So they do all sorts of things. greed. Greed. You need to be able to stop this mindset. Because when you look at it, what's the hope for the generation? A boy of 17 wants to drive a Ferrari. So when he drives a Ferrari at 17, what car is he going to drive at 50? And must everybody drive a Ferrari? You can admire some things and not get them. It's not a must you get everything you admire. I love fast cars. But see, if you give me the money for that fast car, what is my greatest admiration now is to be able to build a standard hospital in my village. I've always wanted to do that. Yes, I've built a small health outreach center, but I want to build a standard hospital. So if you give me $1 million or $2 million, what I want to go and do is to sink it in a hospital for humanity. And I will set up a board of governors for the hospital where we can see how we can optimize and scale it in such a way that we run it effectively. That people will have to pay small amounts. That's just it. And my joy is people come to the hospital, get help, and they go. Standard hospital that we have, pediatric, oncology, there's a prevention in cancer, gynae, physiotherapy, psychotherapy, and do a lot of outreaches and help people. So, because you see, I've come to realize the impact of such a thing is long lasting. See, the day you drive your Ferrari or your sport car out of the dealership, it loses its value. Guess what? Guess what? The following year, Ferrari will make a better model. No matter how new your car is, it will become an old model. So you are chasing a losing battle. You are chasing a losing battle. But one thing I can tell you, if you have a hospital or a school to impact lives, you've added your own quota to generations yet unborn. Somebody once said, how can you immortalize your name? The person said, do a good deed, plant a tree, write a book. So I constantly think of things that can be beneficial to others. I'll take some calls. The phone lines to call, I think I've called it out before. 0907 651 1008. Those in diaspora, sorry, we get a lot of calls from you, but the WhatsApp number for those in diaspora, I know it's quite. Just still try to call this number on the straight line. And let's see if we can take some calls. Hello, how are you? 0907 651 1008. I'm sure I've been able to convince you that have a life that is sustainable, not only about yourself. I'm getting a lot of calls, but they're falling out. Have a life that is sustainable. That's not only about yourself. Cumulatively, we normally get thousands of people, join us on the show. Thousands, close to 10,000 on a good day across all the social media channels, and radio listenership also increases the number. So we are a radio that gets over 1 million listeners. So averagely, maybe from terrestrial radio, we can get over hundreds of thousands. And more terrestrial outfits too will be carrying our program soon.
Good morning, my big brother.
Morning, great to have you, Manjem.
Bless you, sir. The Lord is your strength, my brother.
Bless you. I know you're having an outreach in the East. So that we've been advertising that anyway for a while. So that is settled. Go ahead, my brother. Talk to me.
Yeah, thank you very much. I really enjoyed this your homily this morning, and the Lord has been your spirit, which we always encourage to keep praying for you. Thank you very much for speaking the truth to power. And because thank God that we have people like you can speak on behalf of the masses. Because majority of our Nigerians, they have to apply their things in their heart, but the opportunity was not there. But thank God, God used you as a person. And we keep praying for you. Mr. Rufai, God will continue to uphold you and bless you. And
Amen.
Peace.
Amen. Manjem, so you are doing your outreach in Urumba?
Yes, in Urumba, not
local government. All right. So what day is it particularly?
On the 6th of October.
6th of October.
Yes.
So where is the particular center? Because people might be listening to us from Urumba local government of Anambra State. Which particular place is the outreach going to happen? And what should they expect?
In communities. So from the headquarters, that is Ajali, to other villages.
Okay, I know Ajali very well. My very good people are from Ajali. Okay. I've been around Ajali. Very good, lovely place. So from Ajali to all the areas around Urumba. And you have outreach. You're going to be doing eye tests for them. The number ones, BP and all of that is going to be included there, right?
Yes.
Okay. So 6th of October. So please, if you're in Urumba, local government area, 6th of October, Icon of Hope Foundation, we are giving them partnership here at the Oseni Center, and the other stakeholders on ground will be having an outreach. So 6th of October, watch out for it.
Thank you very much, sir.
Bless you, my brother.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So that's it. So that's what we call impact. Manjem, I met him via this show. We collaborate and we do a lot of impact work across local governments and across all parts of the country. Hello, how are you?
Hello, good morning.
Morning. Great to have you. Where are you calling from?
Thank you very much. I appreciate what you've been doing for us in this our company.
Morning. What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Emmanuel.
Man, where are you calling from?
Calling from Ilasa.
Okay, Lassa, go ahead.
I just want to say a very big thank you. I've been a follower on Instagram all the way from my right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Bless you so much. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you. So just think about it. You see, there are many things you think you need that you don't need in life. For instance, there are many things I don't need. In the last 5 years, I don't eat breakfast. Probably what you will see me drink is, the day I remember to eat, maybe I eat 1 or 2 fruits, 1 or 2 bananas, a smoothie. I only eat a main meal a day, which is lunch. Once I have that lunch, forget it. In the evening, what do I eat? If I get a good salad, I'm happy. Or roasted corn by the street side, and ube, I eat. I'm good for dinner. How much do you need to survive? Hello, how are you?
Very fine. My name is Dr. Bunke.
From where?
From Delta State.
From Delta, go ahead. Where in Delta?
I'm currently in Abraka, but I work in Asaba.
Abraski. Oh yeah. Talk to me.
Because you are doing very good, great work, and I must commend you.
Bless you.
I pray that the Lord of hosts bless you. And,
amen.
And enlarge your coast. This work you are doing is not an easy work. May the Lord bless you and keep you.
Amen.
I pray from my heart this morning that the Lord will continue to bless you. I've been a secret follower, and I'm here to call this morning to encourage you on this job you are doing. The Lord will bless you for good.
Amen. Bless you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Yes.
So you see, you don't need a lot of possession. You want to buy gold. What do you need it for? You want to have trinkets. Okay, some people say it's a form of investment. Okay, you can keep it as a form of investment. But the greatest investment is in the hearts of people. Some is because you want to shine, you want to be luxurious. See, anyway, your priority is your priority. I'm not saying live like me, because I can be very austere sometimes. In fact, I don't even wear a wristwatch. So I can be very austere, but think of others. Because there will be people that don't have amongst you. Hello, how are you?
Hello, sir.
Great job. Yeah.
Sorry, sir.
Morning.
My name is Mary. I'm calling from Marshall.
Mary from Afoluku. Are you the lady with the eye problem?
So the stroke, I have a stroke.
You have a stroke?
Yes.
Oh,
For 4 years now.
for 4 years.
Yes.
Who has been treating you? Who has been treating you?
I don't have money. I've exhausted my money. So I need the help for you.
No. So what have you been? Do you have a stroke? Who has been treating you? What do you need the money for? That's what we're asking.
Now, only I want to keep me. Only I need food. I don't have.
So are you on drugs or something?
I've been taking drugs, but I've stopped it because there's no money.
What drugs are you on?
I don't have name. Body pain now. It's body pain I'm taking.
It's only body pain you're taking?
Yes. They have been massaging me, but there's no money.
It's only body pain you're taking after a stroke? Do you take any daily blood pressure drug?
I think where I'm loading too.
You take amlodipine, but you don't have money to buy it. Okay. I am very hungry. So your number is 0705 955 1437, right?
Yes, thank you, sir.
Okay. So please, that's something we have. And for anybody that will read out their number here, all the shows on all our social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I'm trying to also build TikTok now. I hear there's some people there that they say I should reach out to. So you can replay the show and be able to get their contact and call them and reach out to them. Hello, how are you?
Hello, good morning.
Morning, great to have you.
My name is Jolof, calling all the way from Warri.
Okay, Jolof from Warri. Go ahead. Jolomi, son. Orishe Jolomi, son.
All right. First, I want to thank you for the inspiring message. I also look at you as a role model. I work in a radio station in Warri too.
Oh, what radio station do you work in?
Mega FM 89.1.
Mega FM. You know, say when we work for radio for Warri only gets 2 radio stations there. It gets GFM and it gets Melody FM DBS. This was around 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006.
Yeah, I was still in school then.
Now we did Warri. But you must have heard me on GFM radio in Warri then.
I know GFM very well.
You must have heard me on GFM then. Yes. So, I mean, I'm really proud of the work we did back then, my brother.
Okay. So,
bless you.
In terms of this primitive accumulation of wealth, I tend to see that as much as we talk about this, we still find a lot of our youth still engrossed with this money syndrome, get rich quick. And I keep asking myself that, is it that they don't hear this? I remember when I schooled in Ibadan then, they used to tell us that if we see any old man, all those gomo, probably this come and take space, we should not go, we should run. So, but these days, you find that the young ones are the ones going into ritual, all sorts of acts that will make them get money quick. I've come to the conclusion, I don't know, I see that as a case that it has come to stay, and it has a time limit that it will also go away. Because as much as we talk, sometimes you feel that this thing do not really make impact.
So let me tell you what is happening, my brother. It's not that it's not making impact. In the news cycle of media, the evil stories are always amplified. So when the evil stories are amplified, you think impact is not being made. For every young person that says he wants to get rich quick, there are many other young people that have turned a new leaf, that have started a new life, that have gone back to school, that have built something, and they've started on that trajectory of doing well. But you see, the times at which the stories of those that did ritual, because of the sensational atmosphere of that story, gets viral, is definitely more than people like this on the straight path will go viral. So there is also that you get that is happening as we speak in society today. And it's even more pronounced now, those evil get rich quick because of social media. And you know, social media thrives on sensation, clickbaits, which is also tied to dopamine levels in your brain. And once you open one story that shows negative get rich quick syndrome, you know what the algorithm will do? They will keep bringing you that story. So you think, because the algorithm is giving you the stories they think you will like, you think those are the only people around there. So for that, there are also many people that have gone the straight path that are doing great things. I mean, there's somebody I'm always very proud of. You probably have never heard his name. Dr. Tomiwa Eriosho. He set up a company that does a lot in the financial space today in Nigeria. He's an Oxford-trained doctor, PhD holder, did material engineering, impact people. He's on the board of my charity. He's helped craft many, tech trainings for people that we deploy. This year alone, we've done close to 10,000 people that have registered for my training. But you see, your mainstream media will never carry that because it's not sensational enough. It's when Rufai does political gas boost, that's the one they will carry. You get this year alone on my AI training, close to 6,000 people have registered. If you check my Facebook mail, I posted the reports from Glotail, my partners that will do the AI training. It's there. But the mainstream media will not carry because it's not sensational enough. So you think there are a lot of good work that are not going on. In fact, I've done outreach this year that we had 323 people, medical outreach in my village, in my healthcare center. The only story they probably will carry was, okay, when I launched the health outreach center and I launched the library. This year, we've done a debate program to empower people. Next year, we are going to even start including primary school and secondary school in our debate programs to catch them young. But the mainstream media and the algorithm will not carry that. What the algorithm will carry is the sensational, evil, vile one that's going to make you feel that, oh, society is not working. So, my brother, it is working. There are people that are getting changed. At least you called today. And this message too, you will pass it on Mega FM. So let's not be weary in well-doing. Let's keep pushing. And God will do it.
Okay.
It is well, man.
I want to say this. I know you're very, very busy person. Your schedule. The last time we had this media conference in Asaba, I was hoping to.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I couldn't make it to that media conference.
But I'm just appealing that you still, at least this time, you still finding time and to worry. Probably the mega effect.
No. See, I'll tell you this on the air, my brother. Worry is dear to my heart. I started doing radio and worry. Worry is second home for me. I'm a DSC boy. I grew up in and around DSC. In fact, when my boss, Chief George Ugen, died, that owned GFN, he said I should handle it. I've not just had the resource to go and start GFM radio and worry again, but it's still dear to my heart, and I've not got the right investors. If I get the right investors, I want to put that radio station back on there. It's not for anything, to impact people and the legacy. Because I know the role radio played when we were in GFM then in the early 2000s. That's when we're fighting for resource control. My colleague now that is in BBC, Chris Walker, he used to have a program called Peace and Development in the Niger Delta. We know how we use radio to do peace building. The likes of them, Comrade Edafe Igbini, I just chatted with him yesterday. He had programs on GFM where we talk about peace and the oil sector and developments. So there are many things. The place is very dear to my heart. So definitely, my brother, I still have assets, investments in the frame of GFM that was entrusted in me in Warri, but I don't have the right investment and I don't have the money, and immediately I can't go to. If I get the right investment, why not? And if not, I'd like to bring. So it's still dear to my heart, my brother. Hmm? Bless you so much. I really appreciate. And in case you didn't know, we're not only in Warri. There was GFM Warri and GFM Asaba then that we opened in 2006. That the governor came to close down because he said he was interfering with his license with DBS in Asaba then. And we never started. So we had 2 radio stations then. One of the first radio stations also come to Asaba. So my brother, I'm a son of the soil, will make things happen.
All right. Thank you very much.
Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. It is well. Grace, I see you longest time. Bless you, Grace. Bless you, my sister. Bless you. Bless you. We'll take 1 or 2 calls and wrap it up. So we'll take 1 or 2 calls. Yeah, somebody's asking about the AI. It's already there. Put it on the page. It's when we now post out the reports that, and please, I beg you, when you go ahead and register for the AI training, ensure you attend the training. Some people will register for the training, they will not attend the training, they'll say they don't have data. You're just wasting your time because people have already built capacity. And a lot of money is going into planning these trainings. Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Godfrey. I'm coming from Akoka.
From Akoka. Go ahead, my brother.
Okay. Someone introduced me to this show. I used to follow you. Anyway, I would say I'm an added follower. I used to follow you because then when I was still very active on social media will always come up whenever you have a great interactions with these politicians on RIS TV. So especially during that 2023 to prior to the general election. So anyway, I'm just with 7 years old. I'll be 27 few months time. So someone actually introduced me. I've tried to feel that there's a show that he used to host on the radio platform. So I feel like, okay. So this, I've been listening since this year, though not every Sunday. So I've been getting motivated. That's the truth, I feel like listening to your show, that is it triggered the main part of me. So also make me understand that, okay, as a young boy, I shouldn't just chase money. Like, it's not all about the money, because when you talk to your friends, when you talk to some of your family members, everybody is about making the money, getting comfortable. And I feel like there's a mental rejig. When you know that even if you want to make the money, make sure you are also making the money for others, not just for you. Because you can't even finish it. How much do you want to have? And how much do you want to spend? So I feel like your show is actually triggered, and these are shows that I will also recommend young people like me to listen to. I'm not really social media influencers, because if you listen to social media, like, the pressure is real. That's just the truth. We as young people, I don't think those who are older can actually testify the kind of pressure that young people are facing right now, because the pressure is real.
Yes.
The pressure is so it takes discipline, and it takes proper guidance to actually, set your foot right, walk on the right path. So I want to just appreciate what you're doing. Some of you young people are also listening.
Thank you. Thank you. And it means a lot to me. And, it's an answer to the other person's question. I said, it looks as no young people. And I said, no, they are. And its impacts are long-lasting. They are. Yeah. Bless you so much. Thank you so much. Bless you. Someone is saying about extending medical outreach to Warri. I do a lot of work, subliminally through a lot of people in Warri and in Delta State in general, And I come out there, I do a lot of impact and all of that. But that is noted. And but that's why I also need to get that radio station back on in Warri as a springboard. Because with outreaches, you need a base, you need a platform, you need collaborations. The reason why I can easily do medical outreach in the world, because I built an ecosystem there, and it makes it easier for me. So going out there and building this ecosystem is something I will also do. And it's also dear to my heart. And don't worry, God sees my heart. If I bring GFM back in Warri, it's not for my own personal pocket or anything. It's for the memory of the man that owned the Chief Judge Uge. and also helping people there. Hello, how are you?
Good morning.
Bless you. Morning.
No place. Good.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Thank you.
I can't hear you. You're very distant. Grandma, go ahead. Yeah, Grandma, go ahead. Yes, ma'am.
Actually, I want the link. I want to talk my daughter. She can link up to this AI training.
Okay, just tell her to go to my Facebook page. I still pasted it this morning. She just scroll through Rufai Oseni on Facebook. She'll see it. The link is there. Yeah, so people can register. I mean, I've been doing it since the start of the year. We have close to 10,000 people register. I've been doing it since the start of the year. So people should follow my pages for opportunities like this. I just post them up from time to time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll be following you. But the thing is, I just thought, okay, though she's working, I want to see her maybe do better. So I will throw it to her. She should try and link up herself and the husband. They're working, but you shall go to.
Yeah, no knowledge is wasted, ma'am. Yes. No knowledge is wasted. It's an introductory class, though, but I'm sure it will open our eyes to many things. Yeah, it's an introductory class.
Our government does not really want us to be what we want to be. I mean, what we want to be. You see, they ask of NIN. If you remember, if you have Lastra, Lagos State, something residential, something. They ask of all these things. Till date, we not have anything. And this like the name they collect. And they come to tell the whole world that they are giving people money. They are giving some people 25,000. The past how many months is not received a dime. They asked for it, so I didn't go for it. They just said we should. Do you have your NIN? Do you have Lastra? I said I have my Lastra. I have my NIN. They collected the data, the information, but nothing came out of it. But continue your good works.
It is well.
The Lord will reward you in a very marvelous way. Your generation will live to eat the fruit of your labor. In the name of Jesus Christ. You too will eat the fruit of your labor, not in vain. In Jesus Christ's name.
Amen.
Continue to do it. The Lord
Bless you.
will be with you.
Bless you. Bless you.
Save you from all challenges of life. In
Bless you.
Jesus Christ's name. God
Bless you.
have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much, man. And you see, a couple of calls I got from Warri today just reminded me of those early days in Warri and the impact. This is going to about over 20 years ago. And, part of the things I also helped do then, was setting up a football fan club as a means of unity and helping people in society. And this was some of the things we did. I can see a lot of people saying here that they grew up listening to JFM. Don't worry, JFM 95.1. We'll try to bring it back. We'll try to bring it back. If I get the rightful investments, we'll just set it up properly for the people, for legacy's sake. That's about all we'll take today. I pray as you go this Sunday, God will bless you, keep his face over you, and he'll keep his mercy over your life. Many more outlets will be picking up from our shows and doing great things with us, and God will bless you. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate you more than words can tell. Bless you. Happy Sunday once again.
From the views on the street,
we go to bed empty hunger,
to the blaring horns of a hustling city. The loudest voices of the common man got a medium to be heard.
This particular administration, they were coming unprepared.
It's not a bad thing to renovate the president's lodge.
Through top-notch programming, unbiased reportage of news, sports, business, entertainment, and cultural documentaries, Voice of the People 90.3 FM became a symbol for 21st century media. And now, a new baby is born. Voice of the People Television, VOP TV. youthful, full of vigor and passion for excellence in the continent's media space, exposing the wrongs, applauding the rights, dissecting the news without fear or favor, through factual and accurate stories and contents.
Corruption kills three things that makes a society.
Representing the interests of the people and giving them a voice. Voice of the People TV is here to stay towards building a fair society. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television. Truly a voice for the people.
You are listening to the number one station, the Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Do not touch that dial.
He won't use passenger money. Kill him.
Sit tire for here. Put him for his neck. Burn him. Yes, you're not going to find better work do. Now Yahoo, they're going to do. Stop!
That person where you won't born, if it dey innocent, no go carry person blood put for your head. Jungle justice no good at all. Stop am.
You will light the fire. You not get hurt. Say no to jungle justice.
You uncle, we follow for the crowd. They look where then they born person. You no stop them. If they do you like film, abi? Your hands self no clean. No. You fit enter gbege. Stop the lynching. Stop jungle justice.
Under the criminal law for Lagos State, person we start jungle justice, those we support them, and those we just don't look, all of them fit rot for jail. My name na Benjamin Hundeyin, Lagos State Police talk person. Stop jungle justice.
This message now from Lagos State Police Command
and VOP 90.3 FM.
We are Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Now you have a voice.
Broadcasting live from the Cocoa News Center, giving you the latest updates around the globe. This is
VOP 90.3 FM.
My guy, you better upgrade yourself and live in the city like a big boy. That's the life of a city boy.
On our show, and it's more than a joy being here. And we thank God for the impact He's making in our lives and the lives of a lot of people out there. I would like to welcome each and every one of you again. The phone lines to call us up this Sunday morning is, I'll get the numbers out now soon. The phone lines to call us up will be 0907 651 1008. Today, I want to talk about indiscipline. Indiscipline is constantly ravaging every part of our national life and our political life. Indiscipline and institutional indiscipline has become the order of the day. Indiscipline has destroyed the fabric and the essence of our systems. Politicians now go ahead and create an aberration in the name of constitution. Over the weekend, or over last week, people were celebrating the return of Fubara. And I wonder, what are we celebrating? Is it the aberration of what democracy has become for a state of emergency that was used to suppress the voice of another man because he didn't favor them, or the triumph of democracy? So I asked, what were we celebrating? But actually, the governor of Rivers State too also goes along with the flow. Because when you look at it, his boss was the one that disciplined him. And when you expect the courts to be able to hear the case, we heard nothing from the case. But only last year, the court was so quick to hear the case of the local government issue that happened in Rivers State. Indiscipline. And when a society is baked in indiscipline, the fabric starts to fall. Please mute the line on the other side. It's hauling back. Ife Chukuma, mute the line. Just mute that line. I beg you, mute it. Totally. So, when the fabric starts to fall, and the fabric starts to get destroyed, society starts to look hopeless. So what return are we celebrating? A return of the peace of the graveyard, or a return of the aberration of what our democracy has become? You see, I say all these things for the sake of posterity. Because life will ask me, what did you say when all of this happened in your country? When indiscipline started to raise its ugly head, and we call it democracy. Is it the killings in the nation? And you wonder what is happening to the authorities. Is it that one we want to talk about? Is it the killing yesterday of a religious leader in some part of the East? Is that what we want to talk about? All of this is because the system have drifted towards an indiscipline that starts to destroy the fabric of society. Is it our elections that have become a joke with heavy numbers that a lot of people know that people didn't come out for those elections? Is that what our society has become? See, let me remind you, for as many as those that support the level of indiscipline, it will come back to you one way or the other. Because you see, life is like a cycle. And what goes around will come around. And when it comes back to you, I just hope you don't cry. We are teetering on a precipice of indiscipline. We are dancing and toying with a democracy that we work so hard to get. We are playing with the fire, and we hope that the fire does not play with us. That's the level of assault. We now live in a country when there are allegations against public office holders and their aides will abuse. And they think life is about them. We are talking about a collective level of indiscipline. And some people think it's a joke. The funny thing is that it is victims that think it's a joke. It is the victims of the assault that think it's a joke. It is the victims of the pain that think it's a joke. You see, the best people like us would do would be to amplify voices and say it the way it is. But indiscipline will continue to raise its ugly head if we don't do something about it. Indiscipline is what makes people lack decorum in the public space and with public utilities. They feel that they are going to live forever. But they forget that a lot of them that think that they are their most powerful, there's always a time of recompense. How do we even get our political class from the throngs of indiscipline? A country where money rules everything is an indisciplined country. Because if you have a country where money rules everything, thieves can become leaders. You can buy anything you want. When we have a society whose price is money, is an aberration waiting to happen. Every society's greatest prize should be value. But when you have a society whose prize is money, then one day poverty will meet such a society. All we're calling for is common sense. All we're calling for is sane heads. Because that's the gospel of Christ. You remember in the Bible when people were trading in the house of the Lord? Did you hear Christ say, let's pamper them? He knew what they were doing was indiscipline. So he went after them. But today, we have a society where professors are found guilty of election manipulation. So the question is, what do you want to teach your students in school when you, as a professor, are an election rigger? We have a society where politics have entered who takes the highest position in the academia. Vice chancellors are picked based on politics and political consideration. In fact, our professors have become very dishonest to the extent that I'm sure Atayeru Jega and the likes of those on the Waste Commission that brought out the idea of professors being part of the electoral process will be ashamed at the level of decay of our university system. When indiscipline happens, we are all struck by this level of indiscipline. Because we have now become a society with a terminal level of docility. A lot of people, because of the crumbs of the table of the political class, will lick their feces. If you support evil of a politician, you are as good as eating the feces of the politician. So a lot of people for 20,000 naira will eat the feces of their oppressors. We're living in a society where pain is become the bed where people sleep on because of indiscipline. So a society that has been put in the thrones of indiscipline will wallow in the abject poverty of morals. Our elections have become indiscipline. Our leadership recruitment process have become indiscipline. Every facet of our life become indiscipline. Healthcare system become indiscipline. Everything is man no man. And this indiscipline pervades the air. But more sad is those, or are those, that eat the feces of the defecations of the indisciplined people in society. The people that amplify evil and they can't call it out. The people that claim they have won after elections have been rigged. The people that claim rigging is the will of the people. The people that see elections as win at all costs. Because they know the reason they are in power is to be able to protect their evil tracks. The moment they are not in power, their evil will be revealed and they should be in jail. So we live in a society that has become the open defecation capital of the world due to a level of indiscipline. We live in a society where the mouths of those that are supposed to unite have become the mouth of those that preach evil. The lips of those that are supposed to speak accountability have become the public toilet of insanity. Almost every system is captured in the chunks of indiscipline. Every area of our lives. Name one area of our lives that have not been captured. The funny thing is that the oppressed people are the ones that shout the loudest. We see them celebrate their oppression in the name of solidarity with the politicians that have ruined their lives. We see them celebrate their failure with the politicians that have ruined their lives. M.K. Abiola famously said, "The day wood hewers and water drawers discover their destiny, that's the day they start to turn things around for themselves." The first step in redirecting society from the levels of indiscipline is a mental massage like I'm giving you. Except you get to a point where you realize that the indiscipline that has crept into every facet of our national life is not sustainable and it's worse than a regurgitating toilet, our nation will not move forward. Except we have a message of truth that permeates into the hearts of people and allow logical reasoning around their mental consciousness, our nation will not move forward. As long as there are people that still support criminals, our nation will not move forward. So my job here is to massage you mentally. To have a mindset against the quantum level of indiscipline. And let me tell you, if you are delusional to think the indiscipline in Nigeria is about a certain political party, the joke is on you. It's deeper than any political party. It has become a culture over the years. It has become a culture that people cannot cognate properly. You thinking violence will defeat violence is a level of indiscipline. Because the problem is, violence does not create a lasting societal change. It is a mental change that creates a lasting societal change. What do you do in your church? What do you do? What do you do? Because you complain also about the politicians. But in your own area, in your church, we know how many girls in the choir you are having affairs with as we speak. And you're the choir master. We know. We know. We know. Not one, not two, not three. But until we get to a point where society gets to an appreciable level of a mental change, where we can collectively call evil evil amidst any political party you are, I'm not saying don't have political leanings. There are good people across every political party and there are bad people across every political party. But can we come to a point where we can have a collective mindset that speaks truth to power? Until we get to that point, society will not change. And for those that think, oh, we need a violent revolution, that's not your solution. A violent revolution with a culture of mindset in discipline is tantamount to stupidity. Have you ever wondered? The freedom fighters of yesterday are the dictators of today. Why did that happen? Because their mindset was not changed. For them, then they saw the military as a problem. The military left, but the problem persisted. The military was the problem then. You know, it just reminds me of Francis Fukuyama's book, The End of History. I mean, when he, after the Berlin Wall fell and he thought that was it. And after, many years after, I think about 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years ago, Francis Fukuyama had to write a new book to see that after the Berlin Wall fell, it was not the end of history. What I'm teaching is a transgenerational mindset for productivity across generations. If you imbibe this mindset, I'm talking about Nigeria in 2000, 2090. I'll be long gone by then. But I'm teaching about the mentality. So it is a reflection of a nepious kind of thinking to say violent revolution is the solution. Violent revolution without a mentality. The mentality building starts with, at first, having a society that has ethos. Because you see, if we collectively have a society that has ethos, then the institutions will work. The reason why the institutions does not work is, when we are condemning INEC as regards to the rigging of elections, so people are coming out to support INEC. We don't have a society that can collectively condemn evil. And go and check. You will see, anytime people have done a violent revolution, it has a momentary result or resolution, but lasting is the mentality that takes a nation even further. So I don't believe in violence. I believe in mentality. A mental change. A mental change that will make people demand accountability in their polling units. A mental change that will make people say, I'm not collecting your money. I will cast my vote for who I want. But you see, as long as we still have the man saying it's because of poverty. Yes, poverty. But the money they are giving you is just feeding you for a day. It's just feeding you for a day. So who is the biggest fool? And you say, poor man, not they think clearly. That's reflective. All I'm saying is mentality. So those that are saying, let's have violence, let's do Nepal. I laugh. Doing Nepal is not the solution. See, if you do Nepal in Nigeria, with this mentality a lot of people have, those that did Nepal will now be the new dictators. You can't build a society with a collection of dictators. You can only build a society with a collection of common thoughts that has a path to redemption. How can you build a society? Let us give back the power of thought to the people. Comprehensive thoughts. A people that collectively condemns evil and demands accountability. When they demand accountability, the institutions will work. It has been proven many times. You don't need a central leader to make a country work. I wrote it in my book that I wrote over 5 years ago. I wrote it in my book, Eureka, where I told the story of Spain. They didn't have a coherent elections and the institutions were working. I know a lot of people say, yes, don't compare Nigeria with Spain. Yes, don't compare Nigeria with Spain. But it was a level of mentality and growth that the people went through. Yes, you can say the civilization have lasted many years from the days of the Spanish Inquisition in the 1600s and all of that. Yes. That's what I want to start now. Have you ever wondered why the freedom fighters of yesterday are the dictators today? It's a mentality. And the mentality is everybody sees power as something for themselves and for their families to be able to keep. It's not an altruistic mentality. It's a selfish mentality. And that's why Nigeria is nowhere to be found today. APC said PDP was the problem many years ago. They said Jonathan was everything but worse, or whatever you want to call it. But they got the power. And it still goes back to the problems. Why? Mentality. Because if people can understand that their collective voices make a country and institutions are strong, what Nigerians will do is we collectively uphold institutions and use them to ask questions with their politicians. It's not that politicians do not have tendencies to do evil in developed country. It's because the people institution is strong and they ask questions. And that's why I'm telling you today that you have one of the biggest offices on earth, which is the office of the citizen of the Federal Republic. Not everybody must be president. The mindset of thinking everybody must be president to be able to serve the country is a reflection of the deluded mentality of a lot of people. You know why? Because you can serve in your own little area. Look at Hakeem Subara yesterday and 1 million teachers. I'm proud to be part of them. Tried to break the Guinness Book of World Record, 60,000 teachers at TBS. I don't know if they got the number. I've not been able to get all the numbers and the details from Hakeem. But they tried to celebrate teachers. Hakeem doesn't need to be president. What we are saying is let's have a collective force of people. I wrote a book recently with Andrew Nevin, Umar Nevin, Sheyi Agbenana, and a couple of other people, Peter Cameron. And what we did, we call this Nigerian self-organizing people. And we posited that the reason Nigeria is still doing well is because of the people that are organizing. I'm talking about the power of ingenuity of mindset. I'm talking about citizens' action and accountability. I'm talking about citizens raising a point and standing by it to hold leaders accountable. I'm trying to build the citizens' mindset to a point that even if the devil rules Nigeria, he will be forced to give accounts. As long as we build that, as long as we don't build that, our society can never thrive. And that's why, forget it. It's not about people in power. With the kind of constitution and way we've lived, anybody that enters power into this country will easily be a dictator. And that's what my job is. My job is to hold leaders accountable. I tell people, maybe once you stop serving government, we can be friends. But once you are there, we will hold you accountable. So, it is incumbent on all of us to be able to understand this. I'm not here to make you happy. I'm here to make you think. And think about the great possibility we can have in our country. That's all I'm here to make you do. So, truth is, how can we have a society where people are held accountable? Because you see, if people are held accountable, people will naturally solicit for the rights of those that are downtrodden in society. The police officers, the doctors that are going on strike. Do you know that despite the story that was carried, the doctors reported on Daily Trust the other day that they've not reached any agreements, that they're just leaving the strike because, they want to listen to people out or hear people out. It's not that they've reached any agreement. And these are the things about societal accountability. So, what I want you to do is to open up your mind, think. I want you to open up your mind and think. And stop listening to the facades, the distractions, the stupidity of today. I'm not thinking of Nigeria of 2027. I'm not even thinking of Nigeria of 2031. I'm thinking of Nigeria many generations from now. Because leaders think about the next generation. Politicians think of next elections. Don't you get it? Anybody that's so concerned about the next political cycle, not the next the future of those that are being born today in Nigeria is not fit to lead the country. So these are the things you need to look at. And how do you build collective level of accountability? Number one, we must have a society that speaks the truth irrespective. 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 Be it the person is your brother or your sister or anybody, irrespective, you must speak the truth. You see, once I get on my job, I don't remember who is close, who is not close, because I sit in public trust. Secondly, you must hold on to accountability. And you must think about more the greatness of this country. You must think more about the greatness of this country, because the greatness of this country is far greater than any desires of a politician. Do you know, there are many people that I see that they think because they are close to me, if they come for an interview, I will give them an easy pass. No. Once we are on that air, I'm accountable to the people. I'm not accountable to you. And I must be able to ask the best possible questions the people want to ask. That's accountability. Thirdly, we must all strengthen institutions and hold them accountable. It's in Nigeria that you will see that INEC officials have mansions in their villages. And you wonder, a civil servant is building house, billions. Government officials have billions. Accountability means do not lie to people. Say it the way it is. You see, not everybody will appreciate the truth, but it is for you to say it. See, when me in particular, said that the refinery were not in good shape and NNPC was trying to whitewash it and they went to call journalists there, they even protested against me. Was it me they were doing? They thought they were doing me. Today are those refinery working? Who is on the path of the truth? Who is on the path of the truth? When we were saying that it was a blending plant they were doing there, and we had our sources that told us, and we confirmed from our sources, and they said, no. What's on the path of the truth? Today, where's the last leadership of the NNPC? Have they not gone? As when they were in power, didn't they try everything to say we're the liars? Today, have we not proven to be just telling the truth? Are the refineries working? Have they been able to account for the 3 billion that was spent on the refinery? Didn't some people go there and justify them and say, we saw the fire burning, the refinery is working? Who is on the path of the truth today? Who is vindicated? Who is vindicated? The NNPC leadership then, have they not all been removed today? So why do people act like in a position they will never leave again? So why do you act like you will never leave again? When we started the case of Natasha, and I said, see, I don't support any side. She must bring her evidence out. But I don't like the way she's being treated. When they tried to remove her from the Senate by a recall, weren't we vindicated? How will a matter of suspension now lead to a constituency say they were going to recall her? Months after, now that she tried writing a letter to go back, and they said she will not be allowed to come back, I will not vindicated that there was malice and bad faith. I will not vindicated. Where the court ruled that it is not proper and advised the Senate, it's not proper to allow your legislature to go out for this long, is that not a vindication? Despite the fact that some people even tried, some senior advocates even tried to change the judgments, which we all read, that the contempt was against the courts. But we know these things. Have we been vindicated? Is it not everybody now that is now saying, allow this lady come back now, allow her constituents, enjoy being in the house now? Have we not been vindicated? See, I'm not saying she should not provide her evidence. And every time I get a chance to speak, they still have to call a panel where she can table her evidence and people in charge will respond to her evidence. But the high-handedness doesn't issue vindication. Have we not been vindicated? Look at the case of Rivers. When we started then, and I said what I'm defending is the office of the governor, not Fubara. Didn't the government show the high-handedness by using the state of emergency to settle political scores? And after bringing him back, have we not been vindicated? Did what is it called, hear the case? Did the Supreme Court hear the case? Is it only me that is challenging the Supreme Court that they must hear the case? Have we not been vindicated? Have we not been vindicated? So you see, when people go ahead and their lies, every truth we stand for is already vindicated. For me, I still believe there must be a panel set up. Natasha must provide her evidence. Senator Natasha Akpoti must provide her evidence. And Akpabio must be made to react to the evidence. That's separate. But on the score of the heavy-handedness which we talked against, has there not been a level of vindication? When we talked about the 2023 elections, have there not been vindications? Have there not been vindications after 2023 elections? Was I the one that wrote in one of the papers when they scrutinized the elections result from Rivers? So all of these things we say, there are vindications for all of them. We just want a country where we can collectively call out evil. Collectively call out evil. And call out indiscipline. (0907-651-1008). Those are the phone lines to call us up. We'll take 2-3 calls and we'll wrap things up. 0907-651-1008. 0907-651-1008. Those are the phone lines to call us up on. And if you want to call the WhatsApp line, I'm going to try to get that across to you. I don't know, for some days now, a particular telecoms company has not even given me signal. Okay, we have a call coming. Hello.
Hello.
Bless you, my brother.
Good Good morning, sir. Happy Sunday to you.
Happy Sunday to you.
Yes, so like you said, we only want a country where we can kick out evil, kick out corruption, and kick out indiscipline. Because if we continue in this line that we are doing in this country, I don't know where we are going to end in the next 5 years. Because the way it is now in this country now, the way the state of emergency came and passed, nothing happens. The Supreme Court refused to do anything about it. The National Assembly used voice vote. I don't know where we are going. I don't know. Besides, my name is Peter. I'm calling from Festac. I don't know where we are going. Because the rate at which we are going now, we might not have a country, but I don't know. I'm trying to understand. Sometimes you just sit down, we relax, not to understand what's going on. This political tension, this political misbehaviors, everything is just, it's not giving at all. I don't know how we're going to continue.
We just keep speaking.
As Nigerians, we can't fold our hand and continue to allow this evil to continue.
Yeah.
Because we need to come out en masse and stand for our rights. Electoral reform must take effect. Our vote must count. We can't be intimidated. No.
Bless you.
That's just my own two
Thank you so
very
much.
much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Have a wonderful Sunday.
And you too. And you see, concerning Natasha matter, you know we live in a society where people know how to lie a lot in this country. I've come to realize. And people, when they support evil, they look for a way to lie. Somebody was saying she was fined in the courts. She was fined for contempt of court, which she has gone ahead to appeal. And what was the case of contempt? The case of contempt was the fact that she wrote a sarcastic letter. It had nothing to do with the arrest of the matter. She wrote a sarcastic letter. She spoke when the court said nobody should go to the media. But can I also shock you that period, the other party too also spoke in the media, and there were many evidence to that effect. It's just that her lawyers didn't file contempt against them. But that case is even on appeal. So, you see, people know how to twist narratives. And that's why, when I keep saying empirical facts, a lot of people think I don't know what I'm doing. Because it's only facts that can make you fat in arguments and conversations. Hello, how are you?
Hello?
Great to have you.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Rufai.
Please turn up the volume of your radio set. I can hear myself back there.
Yeah, this is Mr. Dan from the Solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Rufai, I like the way you approach things. And especially your crew in the Arise TV, especially with Mr. Abati. And I'm happy that you put on attend the weekend media chat. Because I call it a charade. And are you hearing me?
I'm with you.
Okay, and I don't like the way this Larry or like each time he appears in Arise TV, you people allow him to go scot-free. He insults everybody. Like he says that he studied animal science or something. You know that you're not supposed to be in journalist work or something. Himself, he studied journalism, and he's not supposed to be a politician because he's a politician.
No, my brother, see, it's not every ignorant person you respond to.
Because
No,
I don't like the way he talks to you.
It's not, my brother. You see, when people do not have arguments, they resort to shallow abuses.
Of course, I know.
So let me finish. When they don't have arguments, they resort to shallow abuse. But you can't go down to the gutter level with people that resort to shallow abuses.
Yeah.
I mean, him telling me that I studied animal science, which I proudly did. But what they also forget is that I have practiced journalism for over 20 years.
I know.
Wait, hang on a minute. As someone that have done a job for over 20 years, is a veteran in that job. But if they don't understand that, then you cannot subject yourself to the level of waste of intellectual pursuit like they want to do. So those are distractions. You don't allow it distract you. I don't allow it distract me. I get my job done. It's not, you see, there's something that says, there's a Portuguese adage that says, the dog barks and the caravan moves on. I'm the caravan. A lot of people can bark all they want. They bark every day. So, but I don't allow that bother me. I stick to the empirical facts. It's not every dog barking I listen to. You get my point. So don't allow that bother you. I stick to the facts. It's the fact of the matter. So if people bark around me and they say they want responses to distract me from very important questions, it's not every dog bark I listen to. I still put questions to them and I put it to them every time. And they have a right of accountability. So please don't let that bother you. It's people that have no substance that look for theatrics. All right.
I love the way you approach it.
So it's people that have no substance that look for theatrics. I don't give them time.
You and Mr. Abaji, you are great because people are not part of that channel called Weekend Media. I haven't seen people there, and those people that attend it, I don't know why.
No. You can't condemn them. They have a right to their whatever job they want to do. I mean, that's their prerogative. So they have a right to their job. But you know me. You know me. I can't be bullied that way. You know me.
Of course.
You know what I stand for. I mean, I can't stand in front of somebody and they will tell me as a journalist when to talk and when not to talk. I know. No. I will give them back the facts. So we all know what we stand for. So with due respect, I respect people that go for it and do their jobs and get their jobs done. But for me, there are some things I wouldn't take, obviously. I mean, but I don't respond to every noise around. I mean, it's not my business. All I want are facts. What are reactions to matters? And when there are reactions to matters, I listen to them and I explain them. Pure and simple. So it's not every word you react to. Hello, how are you?
Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
Happy Sunday, sir.
Morning, yeah.
Thank you so much for what you do.
Yeah.
See, the problem we have in Nigeria is that people so much believe in politicians as if you begin to look some of these politicians, you find out that most of them don't even have any legal business deal before they join politics. And at the same time, people so much respect politicians. When you go to the street, you see that people who are hustling genuinely, I respect them more than even a governor of the state. When you find out some governors who don't have anything before they come to power, at the end of the day they begin to run around the street with convoys, with people's money, with taxpayers' money, and all of that. The earlier the better. Now, during this review of Constitution, I was expecting something from our elite and some of our influencers. We need people to rule by career progression. It should not be by appointment. When you appoint a president, appoint an chairman, he appoints the director of DSS, he appoints all chief of staff, he appoints all the security personnel. How do you expect you to get the right thing? People should rise by career progression. Please, thank you for everything you're doing. God will continue to strengthen you and the like minds that who want this Nigeria to work in our own time. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. So we just need to sharpen our heads and sharpen our mind. Hello, how are you? Hello?
Hello.
Yes. I mean, we have only about a minute for you because we'll soon wrap up the show.
All right, sir.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Greetings to you, beloved Rufai Oseni.
Greetings, bless you. Yes.
And this is to all of us. All of us.
Yeah.
For us to move out of this we are in as a people in that country, Nigeria. For us to build a new Nigeria, there are only two weapons we can use: truth, and agape love. Because the situation we find ourselves now, if not pure water, you see, drink, share it with your neighbor, please. Then let us stand for truth. Let us not follow $2. I'm calling it dollar. Let us not stand for 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira, and betray ourselves. Because if we do, you see what we are suffering. We are suffering now. It is going to be promise. There is nothing that can change that. So if we want to be free, let us stand for what is truth. Let us not follow people that talk to us from the two sides of their mouth. It's not going to help us as a people. Thank you, and God bless us.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So, you see, the truth has to be said. You need to open your eyes. You need to open your mind. You need to understand that they are deceivers for their own selfish interests. You need to understand that there are people that are for their own stomach infrastructure. But you need to also understand that your future and the future of your country is in the power of your convictions. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning, sir. Bless you, sir.
Quickly.
Manjan.
1 minute. 1 minute, my brother.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. He dropped. So you need to understand that there are lots of deceivers. You need to understand that there are people that they talk like this today, they talk like that tomorrow. And when you look at these people, they don't really have anything they do for a living. All they've always done is to feed from the table of politicians. They have nothing to do for a living. So you need to be able to separate the wheat from the chaff and collectively be able to call out evil when it's necessary. Hello, how are you?
Rufai.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to worry you. This is CJ Wokocha from Ejibo that has been asking for help to do surgery at Federal Medical Center.
Call your number again.
091.
Yes.
619 352 97. I should call it again.
That's it.
Eh?
That's it. You've called it.
I should call it again.
You have called it already now, madam.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So she needs money for her medical surgery. If you can help, please do well to reach out. So that's all you need to know. People, all sorts of people, liars and manipulators. The truth has to be said. You need to be able to rise above all the shenanigans and all the lies. You need to be able to rise above all the manipulations and all the lies. Because those sorts of people will lie. They will tell us sorts of lies. In fact, about me, there's no lie they've not told. So I keep looking for the new lies. And I keep laughing over them all. But you see, my resolve to speak truth to power in this country will not stop. My resolve to help and uplift will not stop. My resolve to help and make the country a whole lot stronger will not stop. Their lies are their distractions. So they can keep lying because what do they stand for? They stand for lies. And the reason why they lie is that they know I know too much about them. All about them, I know in my hands. But I'm not the person that will reveal all their lies and disaster. Time, it will unfold. Don't worry, you'll see. Didn't the lies about the refinery unfold? So for even all the people that are lying to themselves. Time will unfold all the lies. Let us see it. You see those that are lying. Time will unfold all the lies. For you as a citizen, all you need to do is to be resolute. Stand strong for the belief you have in a country that will stand the test of time. And that's what you should focus on. It's been a great message today. I pray God will bless you as you go this week. He will make his face shine over you. He'll give you peace on every side. And he'll give you the love of God that passes the understanding of man. That is what is most important. It is well with you. We're going to come your way same time next week. From now till the end of the show, we have something we have prepared for you, also very impactful, and promises to be worth your while. Bless you. Bless you.